Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. So you see the question, and I want to know what the answer is. Matter of fact, we're gonna make a poll out of it. Do you think that women, and I'm gonna say majority black women, are they gonna be the reason or the blame for the fall of the Democratic Party? Because for the last few years, thanks to George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, Black American women, or even, well, let's say black and brown, as they like to say, women have been elected and placed in prominent positions, Democratic women, around the country. And it seems like the cities, the townships, whatever these young ladies are control over, there's seems to be a controversy that follows them, that has caught up with them. You got Fonnie Willis, the DA in Fulton County, her thing with Nathan Wade and all this money that's missing, that she done paid this man. You got, what's her name, Tiffany Henyard up there in Dalton, all this $7 million and plus money that's missing up there. You got the mayor of New Orleans, Latoya, what is this nigga? Let me see. What's her name? Latoya, I can't even think of it. I had it and I can't think of what it was. But Latoya Cantrell, mayor of New Orleans, her scandal where she's paying a security guard and having an affair with him and using a apartment that she's not supposed to be using, only supposed to be used for official business. You got, who else? Cori Bush, same thing, paying a security guard, her husband, money, a lot of money that she ain't supposed to have. You got this Orlando City Commissioner, what's her name? Regina Hill. Say she done took like $90,000, $100,000 from like a 92-year-old woman, and so on and so forth. And then, but your most prominent women, let's say, are like Elizabeth Warren, AOC, Stacey Abrams, Ayanna Pressley, who I don't know what she thinks. She gonna go looking like a soldier from Wakanda. And I said Cori Bush, those are all your top Democrats. And the majority of people in this country or in their jurisdictions are not pleased with the job they've done. And they're Democrats. And what's going to end up happening is people are going to get sick of them, sick of these policies, and they either are going to not vote, or they're going to vote Republican, or they're going to vote for the Kennedy guy. Or Cornel West, if he ever pop up out of his molehill. But anyway, the point is, I want to get to this article here that's from Business Insider, because it kind of is on the same topic. He don't ask the question, but this guy is basically saying that it's going to be pretty much the fault of these women that they done put in the forefront, the reason why the Democrats are going to lose. And it's like I said, let's get to it. It's the businessinsider.com, and it reads, James Carville says Democrats are losing support among men due to preachy females who drive the party's culture. The message is too feminine. Now I see this guy, I don't know his name per se, but if I saw his face, then I know who he is. I recognize him. I know he's, like I said, part of the Democratic Party and stuff like that. But I guess he's been around for a minute. He knows the ins and outs of politics. So this is a guy who ain't just a regular guy with a regular job who try to read books, try to figure stuff out. This guy is in the trenches with the Democratic Party. So let's see what he says. It says, in a freewheeling conversation with New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd, longtime Democratic strategist James Carville suggests that the party's struggles with male voters are driven by preachy females who aren't speaking to their concerns. When you got women who say their whole goal is to go to school, get a degree, don't need no man, do it by myself, this, that, and the third, use their career and their education, use that as the number one thing that they put out there to subscribe themselves, you're going to have problems. When you remember Ice Cube, when he had the Plan for Black America, he went on that Fox show with Vivica Fox and Claudia Jordan and them ladies. He was speaking on the Plan for Black America. And they said, where's the plan for Black women? And it's like, well, I consider that Black women are a part of Black America. Well, you need something specifically for Black women. He's like, okay, well, we can sit down and talk about it if that's what you want. But it's like, why would y'all separate yourselves from us? This brother made a plan for everybody. And the women are the one who said, we need something specifically for Black women. It's like when people say stuff like that, there's no help for them. There's no hope for them. They're lost. Just gotta leave them out there to dangle swing, because they're not understanding what the end goal is. The end goal is for all of us to get what we deserve, what we need, and get the opportunities and become something more than what other people may want us to be. Not, well, I got 5 degrees. How many degrees you got? Oh, I make $100,000 a year. But I got 5 degrees. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I got my own business and got employees and pay my employees and pay a lot of taxes and, got a house with a lot of land, this and the third. But I got my 5 degrees. Okay, well, shoot, whatever. Then, what are you doing for Black women? Oh, man, whatever. It's what I'm doing for all of us. Carville from Louisiana and a one-time strategist for Bill Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign, rarely, if ever, bites his tongue when it comes to politics. And as he spoke to Dowd in New Orleans, he remarked on what he said was a party that was alienating a key block of the electorate ahead of a tough election for the incumbent President Joe Biden. A suspicion of mine is that there are too many preachy females influencing the party's direction, Carville told Dowd. Don't drink beer, don't watch football, don't eat hamburgers. This is not good for you, he said, describing a sort of condescension he believes has turned away some male voters from the Democratic Party. The message is too feminine. Everything you're doing is destroying the planet. You got to eat your peas, he added. Carville, who resides in a state where roughly a third of the population is Black, has also focused on the party's performance with Black men who have become an electoral target for former President Donald Trump in the fall. Recent polls have shown the Republican making gains with Black voters, which could swing the election, specifically Black male voters. During his talk with Dowd, Carville argued that party leadership was elevating the influence of women within the party at the expense of male voters. Quote, if you listen to Democratic elites, NPR is my go-to place for that. The whole talk is about how women and women of color are going to decide this election, he said. I'm like, well, 48% of the people that vote are males. Do you mind if they have some consideration? Exactly. I wish that our women would, and some males too, because there's some guys that be on Facebook, and I'm gonna say that too, for some reason on this kick, trying to keep us separate. It's like a battle, and I don't understand why, between men and women, especially like Black men and Black women. I don't know what the motherfuckers doing, because I don't watch their channels like that. But I get tired of seeing like, what's her name, Erica K. Williams and whoever. I'm trying to think of dudes, but their names are, I don't know. Can't think of their names. That's terrible. But there's a lot of guys, like myself, low-level guys who come out here and spew all this hatred towards women, and it makes no sense. I mean, they got their faults, we got our faults. Now, you can speak on a subject matter and then move on, but to make it the basis of your channel, that's something that I just can't get with. It's like, man, there's got to be more things to talk about than just how terrible women are and how terrible men are. And a lot of these folks be single. That's what kills me. That's what kills me. Quote, when I look at these, let's see, Carville in recent months has thrown up flares for his party, pointing to voter concerns about Biden's age and the low approval rating that continue to imperil the president's re-election bid. Quote, when I look at these polling numbers, it's like walking in on your grandma naked, he said. You can't get that image out of your mind. You right about that, man. That happened to me when I was a kid. My gosh, I still think about it. In the latest Gallup presidential survey released last week, Biden posted a 40% job approval rating. 40%. In the year of an election, your approval rating is 40%. But people just hate Trump more because he's racist. So they say. But despite Carville's concern about Biden's campaign, he had nothing but praise for the president's character. He said, I actually like Biden. He's a tenacious guy that's had a real life. He continued, he's a state school guy. He doesn't have an iota of elitism. I mean, if that's going to help him do better and do his job better for the country, then by all means, praise the guy. But that's just nothing worse to me because, like I said, your biggest issues are going to be the men voters because you're dealing with things like war, which concerns the men. You're thinking about these migrants that are coming over here, and you need to protect the citizens, which is the thought process of men. Money that you're spending on these wars and these migrants and not spending on your own citizens. Men, we think about money, earning money, taxes, all that kind of stuff. That's in the forefront of our thinking. And when it seems like you are quote unquote messing up the bag for other people, we gonna step back and we not gonna support you, period. So unless things change, and like I said, I think it's just, you got to get, I think the time has passed for that women are the backbone of the Democratic Party. You got to make sure you get them, because they say that. Now they're trying to say that the Latino vote is so important, but them Latinos, like you see the videos that I've done, they ain't listening to that. They're like, man, y'all pandering to us. We ain't trying to listen to that. This is what we know. Trump did this, Trump did this, Trump did that. Biden did this, Biden did that. Period. Nothing more, nothing less. All that other stuff you talking, nothing, ain't nobody listening to that. Next thing you know, Biden gonna be going to Catholic churches and praying in mass praying to Mary, Mother of Jesus, just to get them votes. Because it's all about winning. It's all about politics. They don't really care about the issues for real. It's just about staying in power. Just power. Staying in power and getting the perks and benefits of being able to tell people what to do. That's all. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Do you believe him? Do you believe me, or just us? A lot of us saying, hey, Democrats, they're going to have to change their strategy big time. There's no two ways about it. Anyway, tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's dialogue. You know how we do it around here. We like to have a conversation and to have intelligent conversation. There's 4 ways you can support the channel non-monetarily. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All 4. Take you but a couple minutes out your day to do that. I appreciate it. It'll help boost the video, help boost the channel and the algorithm, get more views, get more subscribers, help improve the channel. If you want to support monetarily, you can look in the description box. There's some links in there you can click on. But however you support, hey, I'm happy. I appreciate it. No way is wrong. Also, if you want to reach out to me, you got any stories you'd like for me to cover, try to break down, hit me up at soulinthesoil@gmail.com. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.